Hey, David. Here she is in all her glory. Let me go ahead and show you real quick how to put the temporary stand together. There's a small tube right here. It goes right in like that, slides right in. And this tube right here with just the bare brass on the bottom goes in here. And this section right here looks like an L, goes in the large tube. Now there's also this small piece right here made out of aluminum. It has a tapered end here. The non-tapered end goes into the back of the command module, and you just let it drop in. You don't really have to tap it in or anything. And it slides right onto here. Now what you do is you have the original mounting hole. I'm going to slide this up. Put that in there. Put it back in the hole and let the whole thing just drop. Now it's aligned. In the case of the actual command module itself, there's a knot right here, and that stops it from being pulled all the way through. What I would suggest is when you're ready to actually run the wiring through your bottom tube right here, the original mounting tube, you run a piece of wire up and through, and I've already tested it, it already works, up through here, hook it to the end of these wires, and then just pull it on through. That means your power will be going straight in here and down through this small tube, or the one that you have for your base. In this case, you put the two ends together and just slide it. Once you twist them together, or put a small piece of tape, and then just fish it through and pull it out through the back. Now what I did was the rear ring here actually has a hook and a magnet holding it on, but I also glued it, but it can be popped loose if it ever needs repair. And the circuit inside is super easy. There's nothing fancy to it. Now you go counterclockwise about 30 degrees, and then there we go. Once it engages, you just twist it where you want it. There's a little bit of wiggle room in there. Now in the case of the pod, I have this alternate base here. Pardon the bench. The bench it's been busy. You take the lighted pod, you put it on there, and you just need to move it around a little bit. But it will rotate all the way around. Since these contacts, pardon the jet, these contacts are handmade, you'll have to find the sweet spot. But you can move that anywhere you want. There's just a 9-volt battery down inside. Now, in the case of the actual power, I'm supplying a 12-volt power supply. And you have about 10 to 15 feet of wire. You can run it anywhere you like it. Let me turn this off. On this wire right here coming out of the command module, there's a black wire, and if you look carefully, because it is hard to see on the wire, there's a white dashed line. That's the positive. In the case of this piece of wire, the white stripe is going to be positive. So we connect them up. This is just going to be a demonstration of the landing pad. twist that together. But you can hook this up any way you like it, cut it to any length you like. This is just 120 volts. And there's a matching end right here for the power supply. And you just plug them in. And the whole thing is powered up. You've already seen the photos of the interior. Now to pull the pad out, the magnet I told you about on this handle, just touch it right to the front. And wiggle her out. There's also this small piece of brass tubing. Slide that in there. And put this on top of it. There's a hole in the bottom. And it will rotate. Now to put it inside and out. To put it in, you need to have it facing outwards. I take that back. Facing in. And if you want, you can also turn it around while it's inside. And then bring it out. Just touch it to the front. And pull it out. That's simple. Now the arms aren't attached right now, just so they don't get damaged in shipping. But I have them in this plastic bag, and they're 2 sprues. But the ends that have the notches on them and actually have the primer, those are the ones you want to use. Those are the best, and they'll slide right in through these holes. Don't lose that piece of tubing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put that tubing inside the bag so it doesn't go anywhere. There we go. Don't lose this. Now, for the actual front of the pod bay, I showed you photographs of this before. Just put it up here, and the magnets will hold it in place. When you're ready to just take that off of there, just take this and pull it off. That's simple. In the case of the finish on it, it's just the white primer, nothing more. So you can paint it whenever you're ready, whenever you want to match the colors to the rest of the ship. The black right here is actually a black gray. I'm going to include a bottle of that with the kit. But on the clear sections, do not push on them. They're held in with 5-minute epoxy, but don't push in on them. But you just mask all this off and you're good to go. You can touch it up with that black gray. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just text me, call me, or anything like that. But there you go.